I have not met a Chris yet that I don't like,
Yeah.
right?
Get ready. Get ready.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I'd like to wish
Uh-oh.
you a happy early Father's Day.
Thank you. When is it?
It's this Sunday.
Is it?
Yeah, what
Awesome.
what does Father's Day look like in the Hemsworth household?
It varies. My boys are 8, my daughter's 9. I guess now that they're at the age where it should look like something, it should look like breakfast in bed. Let me go for a surf, have some space. But I'm sure they'll make it all about them as they do.
How nice
I'll be
was it?
taking them for a surf, making them breakfast.
How nice was it being in Australia to film this?
Oh, it was fantastic. We're right in amongst the sort of COVID, heavily restricted lockdowns and so on. People were shooting. I spoke to a lot of people in the film industry who wanted to go to work. We were sort of sitting around, but if we were going to do something, it had to be contained and set on 3 or 4 sound stages. And this film came up, and hour from my house, and it was fantastic. We shot what would have taken, I think, normally 2 or 3 months. We shot it in about 4 or 5 weeks, and it was so much fun. We shot it like you would, if you were shooting a piece of theatre. Everything was sort of staged and set up weeks in advance. We knew every little piece of the set and where we were going to move and what the camera angles were. And once we got on set, we just powered through it. It was cool.
But here's the thing, you're in Australia, you're home in Australia doing this, and you're doing an American accent. How easy is it to slip into that American accent?
It's a lot of work. When I lived in America, lived in LA for 10 years, I was around the accent a lot. I was immersed in it. I had a much easier sort of time sort of switching. Since I've lived in Australia and been playing Thor mostly and doing, sort of mid-Atlantic accent, if you will, I haven't done American for a while. And so I worked really hard on this with a voice dialect coach called Tim Monick, and just became kind of obsessed about it. And we listened to endless tape of people we thought resonated with us and had the same sort of vocal quality that we wanted the character to have. And it's just repetition, immersion over and over and over. And then you get to a point where you don't think about it anymore, and then you can concentrate on the actual performance.
Look, I'm a huge pro wrestling fan. I was so excited when I heard you were going to be Hulk Hogan with the 24-inch pythons, brother. Is this still happening?
Maybe Todd Phillips is busy doing, I think Joker 2, I believe. And I've been off doing, other films, and it's all in conversations and in development, and like a lot of things, there's a lot of different things need to come together for it to happen. But I don't have 24-inch pythons yet. There you go.
So many of the characters in this film are in Spiderhead because of one moment that happened in their life, one defining moment. I'm so curious for you, Chris. What's that one role for you that's taken things to that next level in your career?
Star Trek, I think, really kicked it off. Thor is the obvious sort of next step and advancement, but I was in LA, had done a couple of smaller things, and then Star Trek came along, and I remember being called into J.J. Abrams' office and read opposite him the scene, and had no idea really what the film was going to be. Shot it, forgot about it, and then it came out and it got all this attention, and that's what got me back in the room on the Thor auditions, and sort of started off that journey. So both Ken Branagh and J.J. Abrams, I owe a lot to.
And look at you now. And like, I stand by what I said at the start. I've not met a Chris that I don't like. So Mr. Hemsworth, I appreciate your time. Thank you so much.
Thanks, mate. Great to talk to you.
Yeah. And thank you for always being so kind.
You too. Thank you, mate.
Appreciate you.